I love theatre, acting and music. Those are my three main passions.
And how does being able to tell a story with your singing make you feel?
Proud, honoured and electrifying. I am James Carey and I am 18 years old and I live with a disability called Kabuki syndrome. So I was diagnosed when I was 1, but Kabuki syndrome to me is just someone who intellectually needs a bit of help. And I focus what I can do over what I can't do. This is an original called Packages in the Sun. Most of my songwriting is about what I've done in a day and what my week's been like. I faced a lot of challenges all through high school to do music and drama.
James knew electives were coming out for selection and he was extremely keen on doing music. We had prepared him that it's a complicated class as an elective with lots of theory component. So we prepared him for no, that it's not going to happen. But it was James that every day continued with needing to be in that class.
And I used to say to my mum for about 4 months, "Did I get music? Did I get music?"
He asked again and again and again. He wanted to be able to have the same opportunity to be on stage and to be part of the high school nights and performances and choirs.
And then finally, they had realised that they couldn't get me out of the music class.
The school adapted the lesson plan for James that he could attend with a support person and have his own assessments with practical, and yet he was still part of the group.
Our teachers are wonderful to me. They ask me every day how I am, and that's one of my highlights of every day. And they don't just consider you as a brick wall. I love feeling included. I am a mad concert goer, and by the end of the night, I always end up figuring out my ways on how to meet the artists. And I always ask them, how do I get to where I want to be? And most of the time they tell me, follow your dreams, be humble, and always look after yourself. I walked up to Mum and Dad once at the dinner table and I said to them, I want to be school captain again like in primary school. Mum and Dad weren't sure at first. They were worried that people would laugh at me and make fun of me for the rest of my life. But I'm one person who always comes in with a can-do attitude over a can't-do attitude. Then we decided as a family, let's give him a shot. I had to stand in front of my whole entire year group. I really told the school very politely that we need to break down the wall between the mainstream and the support department. In 2022, the Australian of the Year was Sir Dylan Alcott, and he did some amazing things. And I think it's time for Holy Spirit to have someone with a disability on their leadership team. Thank you.
The first time we saw it, everyone was quite empowered. I thought it was a really authentic speech, a speech that was really motivated by a genuine vision for the school.
3 weeks later, I went into Mr. Agnew's office, my principal at my school, and then we had a bit of a chat about how I could be school captain and how I could be a diverse representative. So that morning at that stage, he had given me the position of diverse council member. I've done lots of things for the support department, and I feel like an older brother to the kids in the support department nowadays over being the small little pea in the school. Hey Luke, how are you? When I got on the leadership team, I feel like now any mainstream will come up to us and not hesitate to ask a question or just say good day. I just hope they keep my position going for the next 100 to 110 years so my kids can get the position someday. Since year 11, I've been the proudest I've ever been, and I couldn't be prouder of myself. I'm in my last school musical at the moment, and for the first time ever, I get a featured role in the ensemble. We can get into any career path we want. I would like to be a permanent actor and a singer, and I would like to have jobs, thousands of jobs just flooding in over just doing a tiny bit of work, having jobs flood in by age 25, hopefully.
We see through James and his acting, and that kind of, could call it like a superpower almost, like it's his superpower, and through that people are able to see James in a different light.
We can't keep up with James. His enthusiasm and drive to do new things and sign up for everything and have a go at everything was really wonderful.
I am the happiest I've ever been in my life, and I feel like the king of the world over half a king, just the full king of the world.